Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to take a peek at this PrimeMyBody. What is this company? Who are we? What are we all about? And how can we serve you? Well, we're going to get started, and to kick us off, we got Mr. Kevin Suber, the voice of PrimeMyBody, and he is just kicking us off. So, my brother from another mother.
Company built on the foundation of hope and goodwill and solid ethics. We are a global health and wellness company that officially launched, it's easy for me to remember, it was October 15th. That was my birthday. How about that? We officially launched on that day. And guess what? About a year or so later, that's when everything changed, because we had the introduction of hemp. And things went ballistic. Woo! And we saw a company grow by leaps and bounds, and people come from all over the place. Again, thank God we had a solid foundation, the principle of a solid foundation to build on. And then expansion started to happen. Throughout the United States, we expanded. We expanded into Japan. We expanded into Mexico. And the beauty of this is simple. With this incredible corporate team that we have, we do not do any expansion. We're not going to either expand our product line, or we are not going to expand into different markets without a thoughtful process, because we have a corporate team that is amazing, that has hundreds of years of experience. Principles. That is the bedrock of this company, a principled company. And this weekend, you're going to get filled with principles of what these products are, and who the leadership is, and who the corporate team is, and how all that works together to do the good things that you need to build a phenomenal business. And by the way, to build yourself from the inside out. Principles. Let's go to that next P. Passion. He started us off tonight, my good friend, Mr. John Taylor. But by the way, his first cousin is the CEO of this company, Mr. Paul Rogers. Paul Rogers is filled with passion. Paul Rogers has the biggest heart of many people, of pretty much anybody that I know, that heart filled with passion. But by the way, that passion expands to the corporate team. And so you have, whether it's our CEO, whether it's our customer experience team, whether it's our VP of culture, whether it's our medical advisory team, everyone on that corporate staff, everybody built around them exudes passion. Principles, passion. What does passion look like, you ask Kevin Suber? And if you ask me that, I'd say you ask great questions. Passion looks like John Taylor crisscrossing the world to train and to educate affiliates around the world. And by the way, to give them a big hug. Passion looks like Dr. Aaron Pollinger pitching 20 people and getting 20 consecutive no's before she gets that first yes. That's what passion looks like. Passion looks like Dr. Scott presenting. And when Dr. Scott is done, we have no dry eyes.
Dr. Scott Freeman.
And then he leaves the stage, and he immediately goes to adjust somebody, because he understands he's not just here to adjust your mindset, and not just here to adjust your spirit. Dr. Scott's going to adjust your body too. Passion. Passion looks like Jonas Kraft building an amazing team. NFL, passion looks like Jonas Kraft jumping on a plane to help people build that aren't even on his team. It looks like Jonas Kraft jumping up and down on stage and getting everybody else to jump up and down, looking like the house of pain. That's what passion looks like in this company. I could go on forever. I could talk about Carolyn. I could talk about Linda. And I could talk about Dee. I could talk about Kevin. I could talk about George Baylor. And I could talk about Matt. And I could keep going on and on and on. But that passion was here from the beginning, when you had Brian Cummings and Austin Tice filling packages and stenciling them by hand. Passion. P3. Principles. Passion. Prosperity.
Yeah, prosperity, baby. Come on,
you say
let's make it rain.
You've got to slow down. Prosperity.
This is, babe. This is the Friday night PMB
We have a global
event.
pandemic, followed by a fight against systemic injustice for the soul of the planet. The irony of this conference is today is June 19th. It's Juneteenth.
That's right.
Today is a day that slaves that were brutalized for hundreds of years and did not even know they were free.
I know it.
Finally got the
found out.
message.
Oh, wow.
That they were free. Who here watching right now needs to know that you've been set free?
Yeah.
Those things that prevented you from being the best version of yourself. Those things that prevented you from embracing this prosperity that you so desperately want. Who needs to hear you are now free?
We are free at last.
Here at PMB, here at PrimeMyBody, from our CEO down to the newest affiliate, we want to make sure that the message from the top to the bottom, in the middle, and everywhere else is crystal clear. In this company, prosperity is for everyone.
Yeah,
we have a company that is set up so that pandemic does not matter. You can build teams and organizations electronically in your house and around the world. Prosperity.
We were illegal and now we're deemed necessary.
We are here to break the shackles and to break down all obstacles to prosperity. That is who we are at PrimeMyBody. This is the heartbeat of our company.
Yeah, Kevin's
we're
always
here to
the
help.
voice of every
And we're here to send out a message that if you are intolerant, if your heart is not big, this may not be the company for you. But if you love people, you love helping people, you love building and getting people to a place of having the best health and wellness life they could ever have, to build income. By the way, we don't make any income claims. We don't make any health and medical claims, but if you're here to build people up so that they can walk in their calling, and by the way, you can't walk in your calling if you can't walk. But if that's why you're here, this is a place for you.
Really creaky
You'll be prosperous here. Prosperity will chase you down if you plug into the system and use the information that you'll get this weekend. So break the rope, break the yoke, I should say. Embrace your God-given right and pathway to prosperity right here, right now. PMBP3.
Woo!
Principles. Passion.
That's tomorrow.
Prosperity.
That's going to be a fun
Let's
event.
go.
All day for anyone in network
John Taylor,
marketing.
they gave me 10 minutes. I figured tonight I was only going to use 8 minutes and 46 seconds of that time. So I'm going to grab the microphone and pass it back to you. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. It's going to be an amazing
Kevin Suber,
weekend.
we love you, man.
Kevin Suber, what a phenomenal message. Thank you so much. You know, our friendship goes back to a friend of ours, Michael Speaks, and getting a chance to talk and get to know each other over the course of the last almost 15 years now. It's been an absolute joy to have you in my life, to have you in our company. We are very blessed. If you listen to those words Kevin said, a jubilous day for sure, an absolutely phenomenal opportunity for you tonight to evaluate what you're looking for in your life, what you're looking to accomplish for yourself, what you're looking to accomplish for your family. You know, you give you some stats here real quick. You know, when you think about hemp, am I looking at the right industry? So many people, they ask themselves, you know, am I at the right place at the right time? Where's the industry at? I was on a phone call today. I was on the phone with Veronica Kelly and one of her new affiliates, and she got on the phone. We had a conversation, and the individual that was on the phone was asking some in-depth questions, and I said, you know, there's no brand that is the biggest brand in the world of hemp today. And I said, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. So when you look at the industry, where's it going? How's it growing? 3.5 years ago, when we launched this industry, when you go back 3 years ago, when we did the official launch in Houston, Texas, it was a very exciting time. But 3 years ago, we weren't considered. We were considered a business that people looked at and said, I don't know if I should be involved with that business. Oh my goodness, it's so many different moving parts that are going on inside the world of hemp. You know, the merchant account world 3 years ago was a world where, you know, taking payments and different things like that. Banks said to themselves, you know what, hemp's a little risky. And I'm talking about hemp without the THC. I'm talking about just what hemp does from a healthy perspective.
Healthy, not high,
and
folks.
fast forward 3 years
healthy,
later,
not high.
This business model is an essential business. The government considers this business model an essential business. This industry is
We're
growing by
helping
leaps and
people,
bounds.
folks.
People
Who
are
wants to be a
using
part
these
of the
products
revolution,
inside
Buzz?
the world of the hemp industry to take care of themselves at a higher level, to get their body back into homeostasis. When you see these numbers of $500 million to a couple of $1 billion to 20 and 50 and $100 billion, you have to understand that you're sitting at the right place at the right time inside the world of hemp, because growth is what creates wealth. And if you can think about that tonight, write that down again. Growth is what creates wealth. Then you can understand where we've positioned ourselves in taking care of people from a health perspective and also from a wealth perspective. You can see Paul there on Cannabis Tech. I love this. On one page, it was Paul Rogers. And on the other page, it was Chong from Cheech and Chong. And I laughed. I said, Paul, you've made it. You've now made it. And it's a big running joke that he and I get to bounce off of each other all the time. But our industry is exploding. The second slide is who's running this. Who are the people that are involved in this? And the people that are involved in this, I want you to truly understand these are people that come with backgrounds. These are people that come with experience. These are people that know what they're doing. Starting over in the left-hand corner with Paul Rogers and then the rest of his team. You guys are going to hear from these individuals. You'll hear from Buddy Buying tonight, Chief Operating Officer, also Product Development. You'll hear from Lena this weekend and get a chance to meet her from a marketing perspective. You'll hear from Jen Jeffries this weekend talking about customer service and things that they've been doing both here in Japan as well as we've gone into the market of Mexico. All these different individuals bring value and they oversee teams that are working for you. So the affiliates that are plugging in here tonight, just know these are the people that work for you.
Dude, if you're in network marketing, you should check out Paul Rogers. He has an extensive background in network marketing.
And they do a phenomenal
he has a
job.
Great
Again,
integrity.
here in the United States, we've opened the doors of Japan and we've gone into Mexico. So when you're evaluating this and you say, man, are we going international? Is this something that's around the globe? Yes, it is. Africa's right around the corner.
Whoop.
We've already
South
started
Africa,
the process
Nigeria,
into Europe,
Kenya,
multiple countries
Germany.
in Latin America, in Asia, a couple of countries as well. We are setting up a global footprint.
Who do you guys
for you.
know there
And
in
what does
these
that mean
countries?
for all of us that are listening in here tonight? It means that we have to have
Share this with the
world-class
world.
products with world-class people that can deliver things that help you at the highest level. So for me, when I look at our company, I think to myself, where is this company put its time, energy, and effort? Where does PrimeMyBody spend its time? Is it my product is better than your product? Is it a bunch of anecdotal conversation?
Nope.
Is it a company, that's gone out and done sales, but you have no idea what you're putting in your body? You have no idea what the tests are. You have no idea what any of these individuals, have done with the product, because there's absolutely no science behind it, and there's nothing that shows what this is doing.
Yep.
Well, guys, we took care of that.
That's right.
We took care of that, and the company of
Cheng
Paul
Ruan,
Rogers spent a lot of money to get the science behind this. He brought on people that could do studies. He brought on people that could take and get out of the world of anecdotal conversation and get into the world of facts. They could get into the world of, here's what this product does. This is how it's impacting your
science,
body. And you're going to meet
science,
people tonight
science,
who can talk about this from a position of strength. You have science when you go to our website and you pull up and you see what this product has done. Products, plural, have done for people, and specifically what it's doing
and
for their body.
And the testimonials that flood in here, you guys know because you watch this.
Saying,
you see
our
me.
product's better than your product, but we have no idea if our product's better than your product. We just say it because it sounds good in the moment. No, we've actually done the work, and we've actually done the tests and the studies that have shown that, which is important because our next speaker, Dr. Cheng Ruan, is an individual that's put that time in, that's put that energy in, that's put that effort in to help you as you go out and market this, know that you've got a product that you can be proud of, that you've got a world-class product. Again, nobody spent the time going into science. Nobody spent the time doing studies and testing. But PrimeMyBody has. And PrimeMyBody's not just taking the approach of, well, we're just going to get something out there and put a price tag on it and, we hope this sells. It's more of, no, we've got a product. Here's the real science behind this. Here's the facts behind this. This is how it delivers into your body. This is how it works in your body. And this is what your customers, which are your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your cousin, your best friend, my daughter, my wife, my grandma, my aunts, the people that use this product are people that can get passionate about this business because they know they have something world class. So Dr. Cheng Ruan from Houston, Texas, is an individual, one of the leading functional medicine doctors in the entire country, a person that has gone above and beyond, and a person that's been taking care of people at the highest level. He likes to get down to, let's figure out what's wrong with the body, and let's help people figure out how they can take control. Again, Dr. Ron's done some phenomenal things, and he's going to come here and talk to you tonight about focus and calm and how these work in your body. So with no further ado, from Houston, Texas, my personal doc, as well as PrimeMyBody's chief medical advisor, Dr. Cheng Ruan, take it away. It's good to see you here tonight.
Hello. How are you doing, John Taylor?
Doing great, man. It's great to see you.
You look fabulous, by the way. I really want to commend you on your transformation of your mind and body. So it's fantastic to see that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
All right, great. I think the screen's on me now, which is good because I just shaved. Hey, everyone.
He's
Thank
so
you for
sweet.
taking
I've
the
met
time
him several
tonight
times.
to
Really
really
nice
come
guy.
on board and listen to the P3, right? The principle, passion, and prosperity. And Kevin did an amazing job of discussing what the intentions are, and intentions in terms of principle, intentions in terms of passion, all the passionate people in terms of prosperity. But my role as the chief medical advisor is to advise. And my main role is to make sure things are done safe and things are done with value, and things are, and quality is also there as well. And so whenever people ask me a question about how do I do this and how do I do that, I reel back and ask, well, why? Why do we want to do this? And why do we want to do that? And the reason that happens is because in order for us as humans to deliver value to each other, to deliver safety to each other, we really have to understand why we're doing the things that we're doing. What is the end result we're trying to achieve? What is the purpose or the passion that's behind that? And then how can we really achieve that? And that's just a way of thinking about things in human relationships. And when we get into stuff like hemp and stuff like the products that were developed, it's always, why does it even exist in the first place? What's the whole point behind all of this? And whenever you speak to someone, if you don't know why things are happening, what goals they're trying to achieve, it's a very insane conversation, because you may not match up in just not just your passions, but where you're trying to go. So why is focus developed? Why is calm developed, right? And so the products are hemp based, right? But what's interesting about it is that there are specific components in plant-based foods and nutrients, and we really have to view this as like a food. And there's specific things in there that help activate different systems our body has. And so why do we want to activate systems? Well, everyone knows that if you go see a doctor and you say, hey, something's wrong with you, and we get prescribed a medicine, that medicine can either fix what's wrong with you, or it can cover up the symptoms until you have that thing again. So for the most part, trying to fix something means that when medicines are prescribed, it's going to do something else. But whenever it does something else, there's a backlash. Your system's like, whoa, what is this, right? And so what is that? What is your system that goes, whoa, what is this? That system is called your immune system, okay? Your immune system reacts. It reacts to everything that goes into the body. And so what modulates the immune system is something called the endocannabinoid system, okay? And it's a system that sort of activates your body's master switch. So what's a master switch? A master switch is a sequence of different things that can be triggered by the events that happen in your life, physically, psychologically, emotionally, all right? If you ever see a scary movie, your face goes white during a scary movie, right? Because there's a psychological trigger with a physical manifestation, right? And so all that is modulated by your immune system and by your autonomic nervous system. And so these systems all have things that control it, and it's very, very complex. But what we do know is that if we activate the cannabinoid systems, these cannabinoid systems are able to pull strings here and pull strings here for that beautiful balance. And so the concept behind balance is something that's near and dear to my heart, because I come from a family of Chinese medicine doctors, and come from an idealistic way of practicing medicine, and we take ideas and we take goals and help people pursue those goals. And so you'll hear a lot more about this tomorrow when I get into a lot more of the details. But this beautiful activation of this sort of master switch and this endocannabinoid system is something that we utilize, and we utilize it for that balancing, for that wellness, right? And so how do we do it? So now you know why we do it, and now you know the purpose behind it, but how do we do it? But let's go into something called focus, right? And so it's called focus because that's what it's supposed to do. And so whenever there's a product, I want to know, does it work, more than how does it work, okay? And because I'm a clinician, I want to see the results in front of me. I have a patient in front of me, I want to see the results, and how many people does it work for? And so there's a lot of distractions out there in supplement industries, and the distractions basically throw big words at you and say, hey, this is cannabidiol, and this is liposomal, et cetera, which is all great. Okay, these are scientific words. From a physician standpoint, I was like, okay, great. You have your scientific words. How does it work? When does it work? How fast does it work? Who does it work on? That's what I want to know. I want to get to that point because I'm making decisions here. Okay, and these decisions are going to have reverberations. So when Prime asked me to come on, and it seems like yesterday, but it's about a year and a half, and Prime asked me to come on, and we looked at something, and we want to design a process. There are scientific things that we can do, and these studies that were conducted, that's actually on the PrimeMyBody webpage, and if you click science on the top right, you'll see them.
Yeah, who has a science page for hemp,
and what
guys?
it'll tell
No
you
CBD
is
company
how
has this.
fast does it work, who does it work on, and what does it actually do. So we're looking at quality of life studies. We're looking at how people were sleeping. We're looking at perceived stress, right? Mm-hmm. And we were doing it in populations that had a lot of this stuff that may not be right? And that population is like the military veterans and athletes and all stuff like that. And so we took what we know about the population, and we see on brain scans, we use very advanced technology to look at the brainwave patterns and to see how fast it works, and works amazingly fast, which I'll get very much into tomorrow. So please make sure you come on tomorrow. And then we use that.
So you guys,
and
we'll
then
talk about
we
that
turn
too.
that into a very powerful statement saying that, hey, these are the people I actually worked on. These are actual live data here. This is not us saying, giving you words of distraction. This is actual live human data that's right here to see how people improved over time. I mean, we carry this study for 3 months, and people continue to improve over time.
Yeah.
And then we looked at
taper off. Doesn't work as well.
Something that was also needed in the industry, and it came at a right time. Which is calm. And what calm is exactly what it says it's supposed to do. It's to establish that level of calm. So we were using the cannabinoids, right, to help that balancing act of the immune system. And your brain has its own immune system that's also activated by the cannabinoids and the endocannabinoid system.
Yeah, you can feel this when your body's revved up.
There's other botanicals and neurotransmitter supplements. And neurotransmitter just means neuro means nerves or brain, and transmitter means transmission or communication of talking to each other.
Yep,
and it's supposed to be designed to help instill that state of calm. And we can actually see that. We can actually see that in people on the brain scans. We can actually see the effects of people. And as we keep going, we'll continue to collect the data and collect the information, but doing it in a safe way. We want to make sure that people aren't having any adverse reactions. We want to make sure that people are enjoying the process. And so it's all about the principle of passion and enjoyment of the process as well. Calm can't have come at a better time because it's something that was truly needed. And we continue tweaking it. We've had so many versions of this come out and test and see how people do on brain scans, see how they do in the clinic, that we continue to titrate it until it becomes perfected. And I think what's out right now is absolutely insane. It's fantastic. I'm very, very proud of it. And so by looking at clinical data, by asking the questions, how fast does it work? Does it work? Who does it work on? And how can, and the last question is, how can I share this, right? And how you can share this is by understanding that these aren't just random ingredients that we put together. These are ingredients that are put together, we put it to the test, and we see end outcomes first. And let's see how people do, make sure it's safe. And then it becomes a beautiful process. I'm going to go way more into detail it tomorrow, and I really can't wait to talk to you guys about it. And so I'm punt it back to you, John Taylor, looking very snazzy in that suit. And I really wish people a good evening. If you're on the other side of the world, good morning maybe. But we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Dr. Cheng Ruan, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you being
He's going to
here.
go so in depth. I'll
I'll
go live again
tomorrow
for
you're going to
you
learn a
guys
lot
there.
more from Dr. Ruan.
And we'll
So
post
get
about
ready
him
for that.
too. It's going to be good training.
Hola, ¿cómo estamos? We got so many people that have dialed in tonight from Mexico. So excited for you guys
Viva
to be here. We've got folks that have come in
Vámonos
from
a la
Japan.
playa.
Excited for you guys to be here as well, and people all across the country. The next person that's going to come up is going to talk about how this product has impacted her life and also her family's life. Miss Sherry Mickey is out of Arizona, and she's an individual that has had phenomenal success with a product of ours called Knox. This is a person that has done very well in our compensation plan. This is a person that is a nutritionist, a gymnast, a person that coaches for the Junior Olympics. She is an incredible wife, an incredible mother, and just an amazing human being. So from Arizona, I think Phoenix, Arizona is where she's at tonight. Sherry, come online and share with us tonight what's Knox meant to you and your family.
Yes. Hello. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. I really appreciate you letting me share a little bit about what a certain product has done for me and my family. So yeah, I've been in health and wellness for about 30 years, and
she's awesome.
Can you
She's
all
really
see me?
sweet. We saw you. There you are.
Yeah, I've been in health and wellness for about 30 years, and I'm always looking for innovative tools to bring to my loved ones and to my community. I actually came across the power of cannabis about 5 years ago in my own health struggle, and it has completely changed my life and the lives of so many around me. But, about a year ago, I also started to learn about an amazing little molecule in the human body called nitric oxide. So nitric oxide has the ability to regenerate our body by increasing nutrient flow and blood flow, and by also allowing the body to be able to excrete toxins. And it's vital for keeping our body from aging, yet we make less and less every decade that we are alive on this planet. It's also a really unstable molecule. But when you can figure out how to stabilize it, like we have here, and then combine it with a substance like CBD, which is also so incredibly regenerative, you have something pretty dynamic. So, I tell people everything that we put in and on our bodies is either contributing to degeneration or promoting regeneration,
Nice.
Right? We always want to be regenerating our cells. So I was able to put our product Knox, which is a nitric oxide CBD topical, to the test about a year ago with my own son, who had really struggled with cystic acne for about a year. And if any of you have teenagers, you know how frustrating and difficult this can be to watch your child
if I
go
don't
through.
take Knox for 3
we tried
days,
going the traditional route of going to the dermatologist, and they prescribed the normal protocols of topical steroid creams and antibiotics for, I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year. And we really didn't want to go that route. I know how long it takes to recover from using antibiotics in the body. And so I said no to those protocols. And my son did not really like that. And, you know, it was affecting his confidence, and it can be hard for their identity. And he's a strong kid, and he dealt with it pretty well. But I knew it was really bothering him. But it was amazing. At the same time as we were making that decision, we came out with Knox, and he decided to let his crazy mom use him as a test subject. And I will tell you, within 2 weeks of using the Knox, it's basically a cream that you just put on your face, and the nitric oxide allows amazing blood flow, and the CBD rushes in and does its thing. We noticed positive differences with his cystic acne within 2 weeks, and then 6 weeks later, even seeing his scarring disappearing. So it was incredible. Initially, he was upset with me because I didn't want to do the other stuff, and now I was a smart one. So
thank you for tuning in,
he was really grateful
brother.
for that tool.
And,
it took him a while to be comfortable, to be in his skin again, but he finally started talking about it and showing people his results, and actually entered our Knox challenge a couple months ago and was able to win $3,000, which, as a high school senior with a really strange year this year with what's going on globally, that was a really cool gift.
I'll post
the other thing I will mention about nitric oxide, remember, it's really important inside the body, and just by putting it on your skin, you can do a saliva test before taking this and after, and you will notice that even your internal nitric oxide levels in your body increase. So pretty amazing stuff. And thanks again for allowing me the opportunity to share tonight. So back to you, JT.
Nitric oxide is also
Terry,
important in heart health, folks. Heart attacks, arteriosclerosis, hardening of the walls of the arteries.
Now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad this product
Dr. Lita Gisela, this is a good friend of mine too.
To the people that you love and care about.
I love it.
Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
Guys, as you get a chance to go through this, the person that brought you onto this call, because I know we got hundreds and hundreds of guests here tonight, and hundreds of guests that are here tonight are going to be listening, and they're going to be hearing things and testimonials and how products have meant to them and what it has meant in their lives. So
hey, Brian. Hey, Khalil.
Get a chance to go through the products, get a chance to look at what we do. As not only hearing this tonight, but a deeper dive into what these products can mean for you and your family.
I'm glad you're watching for Focus and the CBG.
Again, we're going to stay over a little bit further on the West Coast in the Bay Area right now. And I get a chance to bring up an absolute dynamo in our company. And it's Dr. Lita. Make sure everybody's got that. She specializes in so many different things in wellness and nutrition and naturopath, acupuncture. Dr. Lita is going to come tonight and share with you what the product shield that we just rolled out, what this is going to do for you, how this is going to impact your body, and what this is going to mean for you and your customers. We are pumped and excited about this. So Dr. Lita, come online from the Bay Area and share with us what this product shield is going to mean for all of our affiliates and guests tonight.
Thanks, JT. Hey, Prime family. So glad to be here. So this is cutting edge. I mean, no one I've seen has formulated this kind of nutrition for your immune system. I mean, as we've seen it in the time 2020, I mean, we're all exposed to, whether we realize it or not, to hundreds of bacteria, virus, parasites, toxins, everything, pathogens, and they're looking for a home. They're looking for a host, and whether or not they affect you, it depends on your immune system.
Yep.
I always
boost your immune system,
you go
folks.
to a party, there's 20 people in the room. Why do 2 people get sick? You have this power. You have this amazing intelligence in your body that prioritizes, in order of importance, what you need. Right? So it's going to keep you upright, functioning in the world. And then it's going to maybe put your back pain on the back burner, right? So it's constantly scanning, protecting you around the clock to keep you safe, to keep you healthy. It's amazing. One of the things I want to just remind all of us is that I was thinking about it the other day. You have a home to shield you from the weather. We have shoes to protect us from the ground. I mean, we have air filters. We even have spam filters. I mean, in almost every area of our life right now, we have regular protection. And that's where Shield comes in. So Shield, It's going to help maintain your daily immune system. It's going to effectively strengthen your own body's immune system. And then it's going to help you have a better response time, which is really important because you want to get back up and into life again. This is the cool thing. Your immune system, it responds really well to nutritional support and herbal stimulation. And I want to go over
and energy
the
healing,
18
guys.
different, very
things.
carefully curated botanical ingredients that's in this formula that's going to be a holistic approach. And this is why I'm excited. It's got hemp. It's got Eastern herbs. It's got Western herbs.
500 milligrams of CBG.
So
500
milligrams. Up with 5 points to get you started. And I'm going to go through the list of what we got.
That's unheard of.
So first of all, Shield is going to support and stimulate you in having an optimal immune function. Okay, that's the first thing. It's going to minimize any stress that's going to affect your immune, because most of us know that if you have stress, your immune's going to be weaker. It's going to help white blood cell production. Remember biology class back in high school? You want your white blood cells to be out there fighting for you. And then 2 more things. It's going to help you, like I said, have a faster recovery when you're not feeling well so you can get back in the game. And then it's going to, just like Dr. Ron said, it's going to help you balance your endocannabinoid system. Okay, this is huge. So the first ingredient and the largest ingredient, because we're a plant-based wellness company, is cannabidiol, CBG. And if you don't know about CBG, I know a lot of people know about CBD. It's highly potent. We call it the stem cell cannabinoid. It's the precursor to CBD and THC, and the research validates that it is huge for immune boosting. So 500 milligrams of CBG. Then you have 3 terpenes from the hemp plant. I don't want to mention them. Actually, I will. Linalool, neurolidol, and generalidol. So they're hard to say, and even for me as a doctor. So this is what's exciting for me. It has 7 Western herbs, and it has 6 Chinese herbs, okay? So most of you might know about eucalyptus, echinacea, olive leaf, pardarco, elderberry, oregano, garlic. I mean, when things started to go a little bit crazy in the world in March, many of us were recommended to buy these individual supplements, and I'm sure you already might have them in your cabinet. Now, the Chinese herbs, maybe not so much. So we have licorice, and I won't go through the Chinese names. We have clove, skullcap, Asian ginseng, reishi. Mushrooms are huge right now for the immune system. And then we have mint.
That's the king.
And then this is what's brilliant about PrimeMyBody and the vision of the company. They added vitamin A, which is known as the anti-inflammation vitamin, because it has a critical role in enhancing your immune function against any sort of infection. And then the last thing is it's all wrapped and immersed into a medium triglyceride oil, which is known as MCT oil. And this is what I want to say about it. Why is it used as a carrier oil in Shield? Well, we'll go into this more tomorrow with Dr. Ron with the endocannabinoid system, but 70-80% of your immune cells are located in your GI tract, your gut. Okay, so it is important that if you're doing a dietary supplement to focus on boosting your immune system, you want the ingredients delivered directly through the digestive tract instead of like our other formulas, Common Focus, which are absorbed via the bloodstream through the oral cavity. So again, this is because of the immune cells in the endocannabinoid receptors in your gut, and it's brilliant. So when do you take this? Well, the time that we're in now, we're going to be going into flu season. Anyone that's energetically sensitive. I had a patient today that's really energetically sensitive. Shield is amazing for that. Of course, stressful period of times in your life, okay? If you're having a low immunity, you're about to catch something. So what I'm seeing this as a potent formula for a daily dose to keep you upright. And of course, when you need it most, when you're feeling compromised. And I've never seen nutrition for the immune system just like this. So PrimeMyBody really nailed it, and I'm really glad to be here. I'm going to share more tomorrow, go really into depth on each of these ingredients, and I hope you join us. Thanks, JT.
Dr. Lita, thank you so much. And tomorrow, you are going to be able to deep dive, and we get to go under the hood and get a chance to break down each one of these ingredients. So make sure tomorrow that you come with a notepad and a pen. This is somebody that understands
anyone who wants to come can pay literally $1 and get to hear exclusively from Dr. Ron.
I'll be over there, notepad and pen, taking notes tomorrow. And coming to the stage right now to talk about two of our phenomenal products, two products that I absolutely love. Now, for you four-legged animal members in the house, which would be Rocky and Dakota for me. Rocky's about 15 pounds and Dakota's about 115 pounds. Dakota likes to eat. She's 12 years old. She's getting a little bit older. Rocky, he's 3. And he runs the house. Well, guess what? We spend money on these two animals. And I love that PrimeMyBody has an organic product with organically sourced goods that we can give to our family
Developed
members.
by a
Because
holistic veterinarian, Dr. Marlene
My
Siegel.
daughters love this one. They love me, but I guarantee at different times they love those animals a little bit more. Number 2 is Body Therapy, a product that's got 1,000 milligrams of CBD in it. So when you are feeling a pain or something's going on in the body that's not right, man, get that SAD. It is amazing. For me, it's been a little tennis elbow. And I've had a chance to put that on, and it's felt phenomenal.
Oh, baseball pitcher. I shared this with his shoulder. He used such a little amount, and oh my gosh, he felt amazing.
Austin, Texas. He's Chief Operating Officer for our company, and he's product development. He does an amazing job for us, and he's going to be able to walk you through these next two products. So from Austin, Texas to Austin, Texas, Buddy Byington, take it away.
Oh, JT, thanks so much for introduction and the accolades with not only the products, but with the people behind the products. It's amazing what we've been doing with products throughout the years. I've had the great fortune of working with some incredible people, from formulators to specialists, medical professionals, our own team, and it's wonderful to be able to bring these products to market for you guys. First tonight, I want to talk about an incredible product that we brought to market last year called Body Therapy. It has changed people's lives. A lot of people have a lot of wonderful stories with regard to body therapy, and from Del Rogers, Paul Rogers' brother, with a back injury, and the wonderful things that body therapy has done for him. Another affiliate, Veronica Kelly, whose moon cycles have been alleviated, and a chronic neck issue that she's had that has been wonderfully addressed by body therapy. But I want to go through a few of the ingredients on each of these products because I think they're really important. We create synergies with these products, and what we try to do is bring you the best natural products that we possibly can in order to put these together. So let me take it for body therapy, and we'll start with
lots of great cannabis doctors here watching live.
Triglyceride. It's a carrier based in the formulation. It's really fractionated coconut oil, and it provides the carrier really to bring all the ingredients together. One of the things that you're going to find about a lot of our ingredients is that they're anti-inflammatory, and they help to ease the discomfort.
I need some right now, my low back from sitting here all day on Zooms.
It's also an antioxidant. Sarah Alba, which is a beeswax. Wonderful product to be able to retain moisture in the skin. Interesting fact about it is that the Egyptians used it for mummification. Romans used it to actually waterproof structures as well. So for our skin, it helps to create a barrier.
It's really nice. It's not thick or anything. It really goes on nicely.
Soak in for you and work wonderfully. Cannabis sativa L, gosh, the main staple behind everything that we do in all of our products. 1,000 milligrams
of CBD, guys. Oh my gosh.
As JT said, gosh,
most I see are like maybe 250 or 500.
You couldn't resist adding in there. Of course, the foundation for most of our products as well. Camphor oil derived from the camphor tree, distilled the same way for as it's been for 1,000 years.
There's a light lavender.
The fact that it helps reduce swelling and discomfort, and helps to localize blood to the area to be able to help alleviate those discomforts that you feel. Magnesium chloride,
my dad's trigger
which is really
finger,
inorganic salts.
His trigger finger.
What's very interesting about magnesium chloride is that they've discovered that there's a chemical by the brain that's put out called NDMA, which creates a pain response in the system. And it's very interesting that magnesium chloride helps to temper that and basically subside pain in the body. Phenoxyethanol, it is the thing that creates the preservative in our product. It's very widely used, a very safe, generally regarded as safe product. We've got to have something in there to stabilize the product and ensure that bacteria doesn't grow. So it's the only product in there that is not all natural. We have Cocos nucifera, which is basically coconut oil. Wonderful way to be able to keep everything nice and smooth and silky. It's also anti-inflammatory. Pot marigold, it's used in traditional folk medicine for centuries. It's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, an incredible product, and it's rich in antioxidants. We also have meadowsweet. Meadowsweet is part of the rose family. It has salicylic acid in it, which if you know anything about that, it's just like aspirin. So as you can well imagine, it helps to alleviate swelling and help alleviate discomfort in the joints. Sunflower seed oil, it's basically a wonderful carrier. Again, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial. Wonderful product that helps leave your skin nice and silky smooth after you apply body therapy.
Sorry if you're allergic
Lavender
to sunflower.
oil basically rounds it out. Wonderful scent. Scientists have studied this, and it helps to calm you down as well. So body therapy smells wonderful when you put it on. The lavender helps to temper that and really calm you into it. So
it's really not overpowering,
so
so
oh
it's
my
nice,
gosh,
guys.
I couldn't live without it. As a competitive sailor,
it is really helpful.
I use it on my hands all the time to help alleviate the discomfort that I feel from pulling in lines all the time and any of the aches and pains that I feel along the way. So if you haven't tried it, please, by all means.
This is a great intro product for people who are a little skeptical of cannabis. Sometimes they'll be like, okay, I'll try some on my achy wrist, you know, so yeah.
Let me tell you, this is a product that has been long overdue, a product that we've worked on intensely for the past year. We wanted to make sure that we got it right. We know that your pets are more than friends and pets, they're family to us all.
I thought we were going to
Whether
hear
you
from
have a
Dr.
cat or a
Marlene
dog,
Siegel tonight.
we spent a lot of time with Dr. Marlene Siegel going through studies for palatability. You know how finicky cats can be, and so it was a wonderful study in putting together a myriad of ingredients synergistically, all organic ingredients that we don't take for granted, but know that they're in there for a reason.
There's glucosamine.
So let me go through what we have here.
Wow.
Organic composition. We're using organic MCT oil. Again, a medium chain triglyceride that's easily digested by both cats and dogs. It was really important that what we put together was something that cats and dogs could assimilate easily without compromising them.
And actually want to eat.
It helps boost energy. It increases absorption of the other ingredients in the formulation. It has antimicrobial and antifungal properties. It's the carrier that we use primarily in the pause formulation. Organic liposomal curcumin, used traditionally for medicinal purposes for centuries.
That's the active ingredient in turmeric,
folks. It has joint health and heart health. It has boosting antioxidants. It improves mood as well, which is really another important aspect of addressing what we've done with this formulation.
I give turmeric to my dogs every morning.
Keeping your pets at balance and calm is another thing that these ingredients do from a synergistic perspective. So it was a wonderful thing to be able to add in there. The liposomal factor really gets into the bloodstream as quickly as possible for your pets so that they can feel this immediately. What's very interesting about pets is that they often feel things a lot faster than humans can. So
their endocannabinoid
some pretty interesting things happen with
more
your pets
sensitive.
once you
they
start
don't need as much
supplementing
as
them
humans
with
do.
the pause formulation. The other thing that the liposomal curcumin does, it helps to fight the triggers from inflammation. So it helps to reduce that instance and
that fire
keep your pets
in your
moving
joints.
fluidly
And those
and
dogs,
playfully.
I'm telling you, before you put your
Glucosamine
animal
sulfate,
on Remedel, you better look into this.
That we've added in.
This
it is also
glucosamine,
liposomal, so it helps the body produce a variety of chemicals that's important for the health of your tendons and ligaments and cartilage. It also helps to support the healthy fluid that surrounds the joints and the cartilage between those joints. We also added in organic hemp seed oil, great for your pet's skin and coat. It's also great with an abundance of essential fatty acids and, of course, the essential omegas that are important for the health and welfare and the benefits that bring to your pets.
They need fatty acids, but watch out for the fish oils, folks. They go rancid when they're exposed to air.
Tastes like chicken.
So you want to watch out.
Wonderful. We spent a lot of time ensuring the palatability of pause to ensure that cats and dogs like it.
Both my cats and dogs eat it.
So we
the
added
dogs
in
eat it more so than the cats
what's
on
called
demand.
a natural chicken flavor. It really is organic sunflower seed oil. So it's amazing that organic sunflower seed oil gives it that organic chicken flavor. Finally, organic
So it's
catnip.
safe for animals that are allergic to chicken, guys.
Cats love it. Dogs love it. It has a calming and relaxing stimulus about it. It also creates an appetite. So for your pets that are lacking an appetite, wonderful way to be able to increase that.
But it's not going to, if you have a dog that already wants to eat a lot, it's not going to make that worse, folks. Don't worry.
The formulation process with Paws is going to talk extensively about it. So be sure that you tune in with Dr. Siegel tomorrow.
But it's great for the animals that are, you know, suffering from traumatic illness right now. And one in, I heard one in one, wait,
enjoy those products. And
it's more than 50%, folks, of animals get cancer.
JT,
so
over to you.
The cancer rates in animals are astounding. We've got to do something to prevent or help these animals, you know?
Buddy, I appreciate that. And, Buddy, I'm glad you
Sorry,
said
guys.
all
I
those
thought we were
words
going to hear from Dr. Marlene Siegel tonight, but I'll try and go live tomorrow when she trains us.
I love that.
During our summit.
In that product and in those products are ingredients that are absolutely phenomenal. You know, just on the pause for me, that 12-year-old lab, she's not moving as brisk as she used to move. But I can tell you this, since we've had that product, she is moving around more. Since she's had that product, she's getting around more. And I love that because, again,
I give the dogs some of it and some of the calm, and they calm down
basis in the walk of my daughters, my wife, myself, and I know you as well. I get the unique joy of bringing up good friends of mine, and you've met a whole bunch of them so far tonight. This one goes way back. This one goes way back to college. We're both here. We're both Longhorns. We're both Austin, Texas, and Brian, I'm here right now. I know you're in Florida right now. But to get a chance to be here with you tonight and to get a chance to watch your journey from us being in college together to watching you play in the NFL to then watching you do TV and radio and now you at the highest level inside of sports with CBS Sports. You absolutely grilled me when we first started with this project and you wanted to know, hey, is this something that could help me? Is this something that could help my alumni in the NFL? Is this something that could help the people I love and care about? I said, Brian, I love and care about you, so I know what I'm giving you is gonna be beneficial to you. So I know what you're gonna be able to give to your alumni is going to be absolutely phenomenal.
I met Brian Jones, you guys. I got his number too.
This started. This our relationship started a few decades ago. And here we are today, getting a chance to be on a Zoom together. You being in Florida, I'm being in Austin, Texas tonight. But man, science has played a big part behind why you and Kenyon got involved in this, why you guys got passionate about this and excited about what this could do. And you've seen the results of what's happening. Take some time here with us, man, and give us some insight. And tomorrow, you're going to be introducing us to ambassadors for our company inside of PrimeMyBody and what this product has done for those individuals. So Brian Jones, out in Florida, Longhorn, middle linebacker, number 60, take it away.
JT, thank you, man, as always, for the intros, buddy. Love you and miss you. Can't wait to hug your neck. And that goes for everyone involved with PrimeMyBody. What a wonderful organization, a company that we're all blessed to be affiliated with. And it starts at the top with Piara, Paul Rogers. He's done a fabulous job leading everyone, and especially when it comes to the science of PrimeMyBody. And Paul, myself, and my business partner, Kenyon Rashid, we had a meeting of the minds back in January and said, hey, man, we want to build this credibility of focus, our hemp product. We want to build the credibility from a bottom-up approach instead of a top-down where you just have a spokesman that goes out there and sings the praises of the company. And on the strength of that, hopefully people will go out and procure your product. Said, no, let's do a brain screening study with the help, the assistance, the great assistance of Dr. Cheng Ruan, who you've already heard from this evening. We were able to put this vision in motion quickly in a matter of weeks. Had our first screening there in Dallas with former NFL players. We had a secondary screening down here in Florida, south of me in Miami during Super Bowl week. And both of these brain screenings were phenomenal. And it just speaks to the strength of the products that have been developed by this wonderful company, Prime My Body. I mean, all these gentlemen came in looking for a remedy, looking for something to assist with the afflictions that they were undergoing, and they were trying to make sense of these changes in their body. And one drop of focus, that's all it took. One drop of focus changed lives, and that's what we're doing with all these products, all the different categories
one drop
we're
or full,
affecting.
guys.
We're changing
drop,
lives. None more so than former athletes
1
who are
ml,
dealing with
1 milliliter.
memory loss. They're dealing with dementia. They're dealing with a whole host of brain traumas and also other ailments as far as joint pain and things of that nature. And you've heard about body therapy. Well, guys are going to talk about body therapy. They're going to talk about Knox, as Sherry talked about earlier. And I love Knox as well. But our brain mapping was solely focused on focus. And the guys came in, they went through that testing, and they were blown away with the results. And as JT mentioned, you're going to get an opportunity to hear from some of these guys tomorrow. 4 of our ambassadors. We got a Hall of Famer, NFL Hall of Famer, using your product. Willie Rowe.
So
Willie
cool.
was actually a teammate of mine.
The whole
with the
NFL needs to be on this. All the veterans,
and
everyone
he went
deserves
on to the
this.
Kansas City Chiefs, but he's a Hall of Famer. Another
Man.
Hall of Famer, Andre Reed, will not be
Veterans,
speaking to you, but he went through our brain screening. We have Lorenzo Lynch, who played 11 years in the league, and you wait till you hear from this young man. You're going to be floored. Everyone wants to hear from Lorenzo Lynch. Can't stop talking. And he'll tell you, here's a guy who wanted to leave, didn't really want to take part in our Dallas screening. And my business partner, Kenya Rashid, got him to stay put and stay focused, if you will. He went through everything, and we couldn't get him to shut up. And you'll see that tomorrow when we talk to him. He probably won't shut up then either, because he, speaking of that passion that's associated with this company and with the products, he has that passion. It comes shining through when he speaks about our products. I shared a text message
some
with
people
JT
on
a couple weeks
video
ago for him.
crying
He said
in
that you guys
tears.
probably saved my life. Prime My Body is
Chris
actually
Brewer out
saving
there,
lives.
man.
It's giving these former
Thank you,
NFL
man,
players
for giving me a
hope
chance.
again. And that's what this company's all about. Giving you some hope, giving you that prosperity, giving you that passion for a company and for its category of products to go out there and share with the masses, changing everyone's lives. I said from day one when JT shared the products with me, this is a game changer. Back then,
Remember
they didn't
your
have names on
experience,
the
Chris?
products. It was just white labeled. And he said, try it. So I had to try it. So now, as JT alluded to, we have shared this now with NFL former players. And we're about to
got
roll
a
out
Broncos
whole nother
player on the
campaign,
team,
but that's a whole
guys.
other story. We're going to focus on P3
Chris
right
Brewer.
now. But
Thank
we
you,
got
brother.
so much good stuff coming down the pipe to promote the science of Prime My Body, to promote the success, the benefits it's providing former athletes. And there are no more superstitious folks on the planet than athletes. And so we can get these guys to try and to buy in to Prime My Body products, you know you're cooking with gas. So with that, JT, man, thank you.
Cooking with gas.
All
I love it.
Austin, BC.
That's right there, brother.
Buddy
Thank
Byington,
you.
just
Thank
heard
you,
from
Brian.
my man PR, Paul Rogers. Thank all you guys, and this is going to be a great weekend.
He gave me
Brian,
his
real quick,
number
don't
in
go
Mexico
anywhere.
for anyone
I
watching that
saw
needs to talk to
piece
him.
that you shot
Let me
with
know.
CBS.
Right.
And where you talked,
It's a great
you
one.
had
I
your 60
posted
seconds.
it, you guys. It was great.
Man, that was absolutely phenomenal. Can you share that with us tonight?
Yeah, CBS launched a campaign about a week and a half ago called 846. And that was the amount of time in the video of George Floyd that the officer had his knee on his neck. So we shot an 846 campaign where a group of broadcasters, 8 of us, each had 60 seconds to speak on different issues, whether it was equality, whether it was Black Lives Matter, and a whole host of issues surrounding what's happening, what's occurring now in communities throughout our nation. And so we're just trying to keep the conversation going, because America, hopefully this is that inflection point we've heard time and time again, where we finally get it right and we get past senseless, ignorant bigotry in our country. The time is now. We're all exhausted.
Yeah.
I know I'm exhausted to have to keep confronting this issue, keep encountering it in my travels, and I'm sure all of you out there are as well. So CBS, kudos to them for saying, hey, we're gonna wrap our arms around this issue. We're gonna launch this campaign, and they started last weekend during the golf tournament, the first live sports in a long time. It was a golf tournament last week in Fort Worth, and you'll see more of the campaign this weekend with the golf tournament that's taking place, started today, actually yesterday. So CBS, as you've seen a whole host of other companies, really want to be integral as far as keeping the dialogue going, because we need to have those uncomfortable conversations so we can get past this and move on to bigger and better things. There's enough difficulty in navigating this life that we all have. Why make it even more exasperating and difficult with senseless racism?
Brian, I definitely agree, man. And our friendships meant so much to me along the way.
Yes.
We've had in-depth conversation. You've educated me so much in different areas of my life. I just want to thank you for that. I love you, man. You're awesome. God bless Texas and Hook 'em Horns. Just had to throw that in there, man.
Hook 'em, baby. Love you as well, and everyone involved with PMB. Onward and upward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brian did a phenomenal job. Somebody else I've worked with, Lisa Leslie, spoke as well. And man, Lisa did such a phenomenal job, such an amazing individual. Our company is about inclusion. Our company is about bringing cultures together. Our company is about us being a family. And I love that about what we've done since day one. And again, it starts at the top. And that's been something that every single day you should be focused on in your own life. And I know we focus on that here. Again, wanting to have the best health that you can, and then giving people an opportunity to create wealth for themselves. Man, those two coming together is absolutely phenomenal. Now, one of my favorite affiliates to bring up from Taos, New Mexico tonight, does an amazing job. She if she did this all in her amazing accent, we would all be hysterical. We'd be laughing so hard, but I know she's not going to do that tonight. But Annette, you are an individual that this compensation plan has rewarded you and your family. You're such an amazing trainer. You're such an amazing person, individual. You work extremely hard. You give, you love, you're passionate. You're an incredible wife. You're an incredible mother, and a person that pours into what she's doing with all our heart. So from Taos, New Mexico, I want to bring up tonight Miss Annette Gano to talk to us tonight as we get ready to go into the compensation plan about how these products impact the compensation plan.
Wow, JT, thank you so much for having me here. And hello to our PMB family. One of the greatest parts about PrimeMyBody is our community. And Brian, thank you so much for your words tonight. They were just completely needed. And thank you for your contribution. So yeah, JT, thanks for having me. Basically, you guys, a lot of you may or may not know me. So I'm going to give you a little bit of history. I started about 3.5 years ago. And I was in another network marketing company. I have been in the industry for over a decade, and I was struggling. I was in denial.
That starts with E and O.
I had given birth to my daughter at the age of 45. She's now 7. I'm awesome. 51. I use Minox and all of our products. And you know what, you guys, I had a hard time bouncing back emotionally, physically, and financially. And I didn't know where I was. And again, to repeat, I was in denial about where, thinking that I was doing okay. And so then comes Dara Exter, my awesome upline. I would not be here without you, Dara. My hair looking weird up there. But Dara, thank you for pushing me, because eventually I did say yes. And she pushed me on day one, and I was a hard no. And then 4 days later, I was a big yes. And when I jumped in big. Excuse me. So from there, I had to do a little bit of research. I had to learn about what I was talking about, because I was extremely uneducated. I didn't understand the power of the plant, but I grew with the company, and it was incredible to watch my body change, to watch myself go through my ailments. And about 3 months in, my husband reminded me, hey, you haven't been rushed to the ER the entire time that you've been taking this product.
Wow.
Now, we make no claims to treat, cure, or heal any disease. But just for the record, 3.5 years later, I still haven't been back to the ER for my ailments. And that's pretty epic, I have to say, and really good, because my children were watching me deteriorate, and that was a bummer. So fast forward, you guys, once I got out of my head and out of my way, I started growing my business. I reached diamond in a very short amount of time, within 6 months of being in the company. And that was it. I started to grow from there. It wasn't perfect, highs and lows. And then let's fast forward to 3 months ago. And here we are. You guys, I have an 18-year-old daughter and an 18-year-old stepson or bonus son. And I have a 7-year-old daughter. And none of us were convinced that I was their teacher. And I was home having to homeschool these kids. And you can bet that we were like tanking the product to get us through. Because on top of all of that as well, my 18-year-old daughter wasn't going to be able to graduate. Like Sherry said earlier, we were going through a lot of emotions. And it was a struggle for us because on top of that, her grandmother passed away in the midst of all the drama, and she lived in England, and we weren't allowed to go. So you can imagine that we were taking the product to get through this. And in the meantime, I have my 7-year-old only wanting to bounce on the bed and jump on the bed. And so I was just trying to get her to sit her bottom down for a 40-minute school lesson. So we went through the quarantine. We made it out the other side. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, I was so stressed out. I don't know if I would have made it without our products. I really don't know. And the other thing I don't know, I felt like I was so stressed out, I couldn't imagine not having a paycheck. And so I'm just going to lean into this for a minute. I want you guys to know that that emotional time was difficult, but to understand that there were people who couldn't rub 2 pennies together, and to think of where I was 3.5 years ago in the same situation on food stamps, really in a struggling place because of some injuries and ailments in my family. And to think that I had come this far, and during a time where people were struggling, I was actually flourishing. And that had so much to do with our products, but absolutely to do with the freedom in my soul, the ability to be able to know that I had the confidence to buy a new mattress or to take care of my family. And that all comes with the generosity of our CEO, Paul Rogers. You guys, I've been in this industry, and I know the compensation plans out there. And I know you're going to hear a little bit about that tonight and tomorrow. And I want to tell you guys, and JT, thank you so much for letting me have this section, because, or this moment to talk, because I know what is out there. And I will tell you that Paul Rogers is the most generous man that there is in this industry, possibly on the planet. And he has created a system for us to support us to succeed if you choose it. So I have no idea how long I've been talking, but I can tell you, I'm going to close with this. To all of you who are new here and who are considering jumping in with us in this epic hemp revolution, I say go for it. I say, you know what, if I can do it in my crazy busy schedule with my kids, these teenagers and a 7-year-old, and I was also working on another project this entire time. If I can do it logistically, and I live in the mountains of Taos, New Mexico, with maybe population 6,600, if I can do it here and succeed and find my way up the ladder in this compensation plan, I know that all of you can. So I hope I get to meet you someday in person. I hope I get to say welcome to the PMB Familia. And JT, I don't know if you're there, but I am ready to pass it back to you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Uh-oh, JT.
Hey, we're back. We're back.
Oh, GG.
Here we go. Back. Good to be with you guys. You know what? We're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway before we get into the money. We're going to do a giveaway. So, where's Van away?
Jonas.
Guys, it's good to be with you. We are real quickly going to give a, we're going to give, what do you think we should give away?
You know, it's coming out of your money, so whatever you want.
Coming out of my money.
How about Austin pays for this one? So let's go big.
You think?
Let's go big on this.
You think we should go
Go big or go home?
I have no idea how long this stuff is going,
Two
guys.
shields, two shields, and 2 new comms.
Boom.
2 shields, 2 new comms. Oh, this is a
2
big one, guys.
tests.
This is a big one. You want me to
Let's see.
Come on, JT. Draw my name. Say I will.
There you go.
I want to give them away to 4 lucky people watching tonight.
Mr. Alfonso Torres.
Alfonso Torres.
Alfonso, the 2 and 2.
Man, I tell you what. 2 calm, brand new, and and 2 shields. Thank
Cool.
you, man. I love that. We
That
appreciate it. Where's my
is-
name? Exactly.
yeah.
Where are you? Where is it? With that being said, guys, I'm excited for you to get to walk through the money side of this. And Austin Tice has been a person I've got to know for the last 15 years of my life, 16 years of my life. I've had a chance to watch him grow into a 7-figure earner in this industry. We don't make any claims or guarantees of income whatsoever. We just wanted you to know the person that's having a conversation with you is a person that understands how to build teams and organization. And he also understands how to explain this to you so that if you're watching this and you're a guest tonight, man, you're going to be blessed. You're going to be super blessed with that. And I know he's got a special guest that he's going to be bringing on into this conversation. So he's going to walk you through how to get started, what the compensation plan looks like, how you can maximize that. So show us the money. Austin Tice.
JT, it's good to be with you tonight. Thank everybody for joining in from around the country. I know we have so many people, and everyone that's had an opportunity to speak. You guys are awesome. I'm not going to try and name each of you because I'd probably leave someone out. Without further ado, I get to introduce someone that I've worked with for a number of years who isn't just a business partner, but someone who's become a dear friend. Her name is Dr. Erin Pollinger. She's built an incredible business, traveled around the world with her.
I work directly with her, guys.
What's really fascinating is
you're on my team.
You're going to hear some really cool stuff over the next few minutes, but this is a company that was already really sexy because of what we're showing people how to do, which is get involved in cannabis. But the and one now is you can 100% do it from your phone, from your computer, online. Tonight's a perfect example. So
Panama,
to get things
Donna,
started, I'd love
I'm sure
to
you're
hear,
watching, Donna.
Erin, if you don't mind, just tell everybody a little bit about
I
your
know you're
story,
working
your
international, even though we're not there.
kind of
We're
what
not even there yet.
initially drew you into PrimeMyBody and what these last few years has been for you as you built not just one of the biggest businesses in PrimeMyBody, but with what you've put together, one of the biggest businesses in this amazingly awesome industry called network marketing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Austin. And so good to be with you all tonight at this incredible regional that we all are so blessed to be a part of. You know, my life was pretty good 3.5 years ago before I joined PrimeMyBody. But I turned 40 and I realized that I wanted more. I'm a chiropractor of 2 decades. I'm a life coach. I own and run a retreat center in Costa Rica. I'm a mom of a beautiful girl who's about to turn 20 next week. And, you know, life was great. I was serving at a high level and I was giving my gifts and it was good. It was good. And then I turned 40 and I realized I wanted more. I wanted to travel. I wanted more freedom. I wanted to be able to touch more lives, have greater impact, really give my gifts in that next level way. I wanted to be free. I wanted to travel and make money while I was helping people. Because let's get real, helping people is number one. That's what our company is all about. And the money is just a byproduct. I love that we're going into the money part of the conversation because we don't pretend that we're just about these incredible next level revolutionary hemp products. We've got the products. We've got the best products within this next booming industry that is hemp. But we also talk equally about the money and the prosperity and the compensation. Because really, I believe that it's all energy. The hemp, the health, the life, the alignment, the money. Money is just energy that we're really meant to experience
Network Marketing Queen,
so
guys.
that we can show up in greater fullness, in greater contribution, in greater relaxation, in greater love, in greater presence. When we're stressed about money, we're not helpful to anybody, right? We can't be who we are. So had the prayer when I turned 40 for everything I just shared with you. And I got introduced to this incredible company by my beloved sponsor, Eileen Karpfinger.
Yay,
and
she's watching
just
right
jumped
now
in
with us.
with every single cell in my
Eileen.
body. Couldn't believe it was network marketing. I had never done network marketing before. Had a lot of preconceived notions about the industry. And that was that little voice in the back of my head, like, really? You're going to get involved in a network marketing company after you've been a well-respected chiropractor, life coach, retreat center owner? Kind of felt like it was a little bit of a demotion. But I did. I said yes. And I jumped in and I'm so glad I did because now I know that network marketing is such a noble profession. And yes, I used the word profession. I'm full-time Prime, closed my practice at the beginning of this year because of how much I was traveling and how much of a gift this is and how much it's blessing lives. So 3.5 years of just absolute beauty and abundance and service, and watching my team grow, and my biggest builder, Dara Exter, watching this money piece change her life after decades of poverty, and actually having taken a vow of poverty, and how she's now thriving in the most incredible way. Like so many on my team, it just touches my heart to watch this day after day.
Yep.
So Austin, thanks so much for having me.
She has a great story about the product, how it helped her feet. My God. Oh my gosh. Dara
Thanks
Exter.
so much. Your story has been incredible to be a part of, to watch, because it's a story that anyone can have. And that's sort of what makes PrimeMyBody incredible, is that there's absolutely no judgment passed here. One of the things that's going to allow people to win is heart, character, consistency, hard work, looking in the mirror, taking responsibility for how it is they can improve upon their self. There's 5 things that we've talked about from day one, and you're a living example and an embodiment of, and it's we want to help people step into that best version of themselves and operate within their potential mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And tonight, at least in this segment, we're going to talk about that financial piece. And so to get things kicked off, as we bring up this first slide, we're going to talk about the VIP customer. Because inside of our community, there's lots of different people. There's a lot of different folks that thrive in different ways. They sort of find a home here, and different perspectives that sort of bring them to life. Whenever I think about PrimeMyBody, I think about this eclectic group of people that gets excited about lots of different stuff. And so one of those groups is customers. And what we're allowing people to do is become a part of our community, and typically it costs $39 a year. Sort of the way you would look at a Costco membership maybe, or maybe Amazon Prime, right? And with that membership, you get a number of different things. You get wholesale pricing on all of our products, 100% money back guarantee. And we've also implemented a brand new program that allows our VIP customers to earn points. So that for each $10 that they spend, they can earn points and then use them to purchase different things in the future. They get their own back office dashboard, educational tools, resources. PrimeMyBody isn't just a brand where, you know, you go on there and you order a product. Of course, it can be just that. But we want it to be what someone sort of puts together and allows it to become, right? In other words, they can take advantage of just the wholesale pricing, or they can dig a little deeper into the community, peel back the onion a little bit, go up in the hot air balloon, look down and go, you know what? I want to do that.
I recommend a 90-day run, folks. 90 days. Give it 90 days.
To grow as a person,
get on auto
as a human
ship,
being. And that's something
collect
that
some
we really
points,
pride ourselves
use
on
those
here.
points,
On the other
and give it
hand,
90 days.
There's a lot of people who look at
lot
what
will
we're
shift
doing
after not even 3 days.
Of wellness, more specifically plant-based. And then if you go a little bit further,
those of you who are out there, like, been watching me,
we kind of have a crush on cannabis.
Let's
and
do
with
this
that said,
together.
We're showing people how they can get involved.
Find me.
In one of the fastest growing, I said it earlier, I'll say it again, sexiest industries on the globe.
I'm in.
And they're doing it, and we're showing them how they can do it for $1. And what you get is you get your own website, you get your own back office. In other words, the website's a place that you can share with people.
The website, guys, is gorgeous. And we
and
have certification analysis right on the front page, wherever you want to, right there. Just full disclosure of what's in and what's not in our product.
Business from your phone or from your laptop, you can log into your own online back office, and you can actually keep track to the day that it's ordered, to how much they've ordered, of different things that are happening in your business. Track sales, orders, commissions. In addition to that, you have the ability to purchase all of our products at wholesale. You have access to our rewards plan that allows you to be compensated up to 7 different ways. One of the things that excites me most, in addition to all of this, though, is the fact that people are a part of what we're doing, building a business, and they're doing it from the palm of their hand. I can think about cannabis and I go, you know what, that makes sense. I see the trajectory, I see the growth. You know, the second I knew that culture had changed with cannabis was not long after the pandemic started, and every dispensary in the country was deemed an essential business. Now, we're not into the THC stuff, to each their own. We're into the wellness and really showing people how they can do something that can help them and people they love and care about as they share what we have with others. But with that said, essentially, you're your own walking, talking dispensary. And you get to show people how they can share this with other people.
Virtual, online, legal, 100% legal, guys.
And so
legal.
I love that we're showing folks how to do that for $1.
In every
and
United
the season
States,
that we're
in Mexico, in
this has
Japan.
shifted culture in so many different directions. It doesn't matter. People are going to love the idea of being able to share something that makes this much sense, makes this much of an impact on people from their meeting their wellness needs and do really well from it. Aaron, as you built your business, one of the things that you're so excellent at is setting people up for success, walking them through what their goals are. You know this as well as anybody. Some people get started, they want to sort of dip their toe in the water and maybe say, I'd like to make a few $100 extra a month. But then there's others like you. I remember the first conversation we ever had. You're like, I'm going to build the biggest business in this company. And without a doubt, you have. And so, Aaron, talk to us about what we put together, a number of different packages that, you can become a member and just purchase a bottle of something. But why would someone take advantage of these packages that are even more deeply discounted than just wholesale, ranging from about $300 to over $1,000?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, I think big. That's just kind of how I roll and how I do things. And that's how we really coach and educate and support everyone here, whether you're an affiliate, whether you're a guest. This is about reclaiming your life, reclaiming your health, reclaiming your wealth. And this is a business. Like I said before, network marketing is a profession. And so we take it very, very seriously. And, I always educate the people that I'm bringing in to buy these bigger packs, because not only do they get more options of different products within the pack, but then they have more product to bless and to share with people, because people need these products. Every single person that I've enrolled that signed up with a 1 bottle or a 3-pack has said, man, I wish I had bought that bigger pack because that product left my shelf right away or left my hands right away. People need what we have. They're actually aching for what we've got, with all the beautiful eloquence of how the products have been shared. So I say, go for the gold. Nowhere else on planet Earth can you get a home-based business in a box, home-based hemp business in a box. That is kind of checks the box of what every single person is looking for right now. Like Annette said, our businesses have thrived throughout this pandemic. Home-based hemp business in a box, right? So, the products are all worth it. There's not one that's better than another. You might just want the focus.
Take a 90-day challenge and do
it.
it.
Get a big pack of Calm.
Give yourself all the experience.
All-inclusive pack. And we've got more
the protein is
types
amazing.
of packs that are going to be available
inside
soon.
out.
Now, 4 is the magic number here. 4 is the magic number. So if you get 4 customers, you get products for free. If you sponsor 4 affiliates, your team building rewards goes from 50% to 80%, right? That is huge in the first 28 days. That's the TBR, that's the points, that's how we get paid. We'll go over that slide in a minute. But if you sponsor 4 people in 28 days, which, let's get real, there's 8 billion people on the planet. I know that every single one of you on this Zoom knows 4 people who wants to up-level their health, who wants to up-level their health and their wealth. So you sponsor 4, your fast builder rewards, which usually is that you get 25% of the first purchase of any affiliate that you enroll. That 25% bumps up to 50% if you get 4 in your first 28 days. So people are joining, and within 28 days, they are making a really, really healthy income. Of course, we don't make income claims here. You might make 0, you might make millions. But this 4 pays you more, and the fast start system is just, people want to win. That's straight up. People want to win. And if they don't win, they're going to give up. So this is a really great way to do that. And this is just a slide that shows all the different ways that you can make real money in your first month with us at PrimeMyBody.
Yeah, Aaron, no, this is a great slide. It's pretty straightforward. It's some examples of some of the packages you can get. But then underneath there, if you pay attention to some of the details, one of the things that we do is if you become a member, right? A lot of people attack this or approach building their business in different ways. Some people focus solely on customer acquisition, totally cool. Some people do that in addition to building a team of people that are also gathering customers, right? And what our rewards plan allows you to do is collect an override on the sales happening on all of those individuals. So for example, if I were to become a member of PrimeMyBody and I'm an active, engaged member, and I shared this with Erin and she said, Austin, I'm totally down with this. I want to do what you're doing. And Erin purchased that 6-pack where you see 25% FBR. That just means that I'm going to earn a 25% commission on Erin's first package that she purchases for herself. And so what Erin just walked you through on the previous slide, which walks you through 4 Pays You More, within your first 28 days, if you were to introduce this to 4 people, that 25% would turn to 50%. So the person that invited you out tonight will take a little bit more time and go into some more detail about how you can launch your business effectively and take advantage of a lot of really cool stuff that's in place. Erin, walk us through the binary, what it's like to build 2 teams. What I love about this is every company has its own ecosystem and sets up different ways in how it rewards its members. And what I love about PrimeMyBody is when people purchase a product, we earn points. PrimeMyBody allows you to turn those points into cash. United Airlines, you turn frequent flyer miles into free flights or maybe a free iPad at the end of the year. Everybody has their thing. Call me biased, but I kind of like our thing, what we've got going on here. Erin, walk us through this slide.
Yeah, I love that, it's called team building, and that's the essence of network marketing. You don't win unless you build teams, unless you invite people in and you love on them and you support them and you coach them and you help them win. And so with this binary system, it's really simple. You're building a left team and you're building a right team. Everyone on the left helps everyone on the left. Everyone on the right helps everyone on the right. And honestly, we're one big team. Left, right, yes, but we all support each other across team, up team, down
That's
team.
True.
We're all one
I
big
have a lot
PrimeMyBody
of cross
family.
team love.
So every time someone on the left team or right team enrolls or buys product, those dollars equal points. So you're accruing points on the left every day, points on the right every day. And as those points balance out, you're cashing out. Every 200 points equals $20. And that adds up really, really, really quickly. And again, it's this community feeling. It's this community vibe. I've started lots of businesses on my own as a single woman, as a single entrepreneur. Nowhere have I felt so supported, so backed up as I have in this company because of this model right here.
Yeah, I love this, Erin. And one of the things that I'd love to add to it, and you're an example of it again, is that just because you live in one place doesn't mean that this organization, as it spirals and grows out, can't have people from other places within it. So Erin, you live in Ashland, Oregon. It's not a big town, about 20,000 people, but you have folks on your team in Mexico, in New York City, in Miami, in Tokyo, and Osaka, and all over the world. And so it's seamless. Someone's purchasing hemp in Tokyo, those points would flow back up through Erin's organization, all the way back up to her. And for every 200 points that are generated on the right and left, that creates what's called a cycle, and it just spits out a $20 bill. And so the minimum technically you can make is $0, but the minimum check that it generates is $20. The maximum check per week that it can generate is $75K. As Erin said,
$75,000 a month. Sign me up for that one.
I've seen people make $0. I've seen people maximize it. The difference: hard work, consistency,
that can help
looking
a really
in the mirror,
long
just ownership
right?
of I'm going to develop the skills necessary to accomplish the goals that I have for myself and take advantage of the team and support and resources that I have around me. And Erin, and you've done a great job of that. The matching bonus is something that's put in place.
Let's all max out the comp plans.
I'll just say this: whether or not it existed,
help the people you
would
want.
be doing all of the things
Give
that this is rewarding you
luxuriously.
for. So to give you an idea of what these levels are, if I brought Erin in, she would be my level 1.
You can't give from an empty cup, folks. This is not a scheme. This is a let's go out and change the world, and everyone makes some money.
As I move along the ranks and become more successful in PrimeMyBody, you can see that not only do I get an override on more levels, but the amount or the percentage that I get increases. And basically what that means is in that team building reward, or that binary, that 2-team system that Erin and I just walked you through, you're going to be able to get a percentage of what the people on your team are making there. Super cool. The person that invited you out tonight will take some more time and walk you through it. the residual rewards the same 7 levels, but kind of like Missy Elliott said, we'll put our game down, flip it, and reverse it because it's totally different. And so this has everything to do with customer acquisition. And so if I bring Erin in and she's on my level 1 and she has 10 customers, now those 10 customers follow my level 1, and I have an opportunity to get an override on all of the orders that they're purchasing. Once you become a member of PrimeMyBody, go ahead, Erin.
Sorry. I was going to say, which is amazing, because that residuals is the money while you sleep, right? That residuals, I have a big team in Japan. I go to sleep and I wake up in the morning and I've made money. And that's what people want. People want that time freedom, right? They want freedom to get paid when they're taking their family on vacation or when they're sleeping. It's a great feeling. And we know the more money we make, the more lives we are blessing with our products.
Erin, the people said amen to that. There's no doubt. When you become a member of PMB, we've designed a beautiful app that helps you share what we have with other people, kind of helps you tell the story. And of course, as you've heard tonight, man, there's so much going on in our world. There's a lot of darkness in our world, and things that are not okay. And one of the things that we've forever recognized from the time that we put this together was that what threatened us most is our mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial health. And what we want to help people do is step into their power so that they feel comfortable and confident operating within their purpose and just running after their destiny at full speed. And appreciate you listening in tonight, and really, really excited about where PrimeMyBody's at and where it might be able to meet you where you're at and how it might be able to serve you in a lot of different ways. Erin, do you have any closing thoughts for us tonight?
I'm just honored that you're all here tonight checking us out and taking some time to be present with this conversation, because it's so important. People are looking for solutions to their real problems. And what we offer here with these products, with this opportunity, with this community, with this family, it's really next level. And it's just a gift. So thank you all so much for coming out tonight.
Erin, you're a gift. Thank you so much for being here. Thank everyone listening for being here. And, PrimeMyBody is all about the love, and it starts at the top, and it's a pleasure and it's really an honor to be able to introduce our CEO. I always equate him to the sailor who has the ability to celestial navigate, because when all systems fail, you need a guy that can look at the stars and still get you where you're going. When we got started, we never realized how difficult it would be to usher and bring hemp into the world. Who would have thought that this could ever be a bad thing? That's sort of a rhetorical question. Maybe it's not for you, but we would not be, unequivocally, I can say this with certainty, where we're at without Paul Rogers, our CEO. This is a gentleman who's an amazing friend. He's a mentor. He's our CEO.
Nice.
He's got a resume.
Sorry, guys. I know this is long, but wow, you need to hear from Paul Rogers.
To pushing $1 billion a year, taking them public around the world, Latin America, Europe, the United States, Asia, and I'm really excited to be a part of PrimeMyBody as he leads the way as we become, and we already are becoming one of the largest hemp brands and most influential in the world. So Paul, thank you so much for being here. The floor is yours.
Awesome.
Golf fingers, golf clap.
What a fun evening. Wasn't this cool? And to hear the...
Thank you for the Mexico
Austin
trip,
and
Paul.
Aaron
that
did
was
such
fun.
an amazing job talking about
seeing you guys
the
out there.
compensation plan. The vast majority of our affiliates, for the last several years, embracing hemp, loving it, and everything
anyone
that it
send me
does
on a trip
for
before.
their
Paid,
bodies.
all
Most
inclusive.
people are working this on a part-time basis, and that was cool. You bring in a little bit extra each month, and that's the way people thought of it. And then suddenly, with the pandemic and COVID-19 and all the fear associated with that, and then suddenly 40 million people or so are out of work in the United States, impacting Japan as well as Mexico. And now making that little extra income is very different. It's not about making a little bit extra. It is a compensation plan that's based and predicated on these amazing products. And as people use them, affiliates as well as customers, then income is generated. And it is not just life-changing from a product standpoint, but also life-sustaining in many ways for people. And I'm incredibly proud that we're in a position to help thousands and tens of thousands of people throughout the United States, Japan, and Mexico as they endure and go through the process
of COVID-19 and the pandemic and the disruption that it has meant to their life. And there's so much uncertainty as people struggle with the new reality. And one thing I'm very proud of, as you heard from these incredible leaders, JT, amazing job as always, emceeing this first virtual regional. What you see in all the uncertainties, you see a constant in the quality of product that we've introduced. As Austin said, that we were pioneers in the hemp movement, not only in helping to make sure it was legal to be able to sell throughout the United States, the first to introduce as affiliate marketing into Japan, and one of the first to introduce it into Mexico. We've been leaders since day one, so there's a consistency there for many years with the high quality product, which we continue to expand upon with Pause, and now the Enhanced Calm, and now Shield. And then you're going to hear a little bit about tomorrow, a new product coming out in about a month or so, Core, which we'll touch on just a little bit. That's a constant there from significance in what we do and helping people in changing their health, and also a constant in what we do, helping people to build a business. I don't spend millions of dollars on radio and TV and in print ads. Instead, I spend those millions of dollars on affiliates that do what? Relationship marketing. The product makes a difference in their life, and they believe in it, and then they share it with others. And with that, we've built a very robust, powerful compensation plan that for many years has changed people's lives. Now it is more real than ever, because as I said, not only is the product enhancing people's lives, but in many ways the compensation plan is now life-sustaining as people work through the process and the challenges that are presented to all of us. But, you know, when challenges hit you, I had one of my favorite quotes I ever heard from an old director that I worked with many years ago. People don't notice mistakes, they notice recoveries. She said it in the context of an audience. Audiences don't notice mistakes, they notice recoveries. And you can apply that to COVID-19 right now. People are not going to notice COVID-19 from the standpoint of what it does to a company, because they figure everyone's challenges, everyone's challenged personally and from a corporate standpoint. What they do is they notice recoveries. So what has the recovery been as we've been hit with this pandemic and had to react? We continue to launch over the course of this pandemic. In the last month and a half, we've launched 3 new products, and we're about to have another new product come out in about a month. We've grown more than ever. Compensation plan powerful, yes, and that's motivated people, no question about it, but also it's our incredible products that are changing people's lives. Not only human beings, but as Buddy talked about, we're helping the dogs and cats. And why? Because shelters around the United States have been sold out of dogs and cats for the last 2 months, because people need the emotional intimacy and the comfort that comes from having a pet. So not only are we taking care of the humans out there, we're also taking care of your pets, which are also humans to everyone that actually owns a pet. I'm very proud of the entire corporate team and all the leaders that you've heard tonight, as well as the leaders that you're going to hear tomorrow night.
An organic
as they
farmer,
come together and said, okay, this is a crazy time. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to introduce more products. We're going to communicate. We're going to love people. And we're going to do a virtual regional. This is the first time that we've ever done this. Usually we're sitting in a room with 500 or 1,000 people, all getting to hug and go out and spend time together.
Still a small company, guys. There's only 1,000.
Right now.
That's it.
So,
let's show up to these types of events. Man, I'm telling you, this company is here for anyone.
To recover and deal with it, hey, let's do a virtual Zoom and do it really high end. We brought an amazing production crew, the team that I've worked with for many, many years. Mark Polis and his whole team have done an amazing job putting this all together. And what we're doing here tonight, with all this incredible information, as well as tomorrow, we're talking to you from my home. It's hard to recognize my home at this point. Luckily, I have a beautiful wife, Jill, who is also pretty laid back and doesn't get too stressed by stuff, because this whole crew comes into my house and like moves everything around, furniture out of this room. And we put on this amazing production, this high-end studio right here in my house.
That's awesome.
I'm going to give you a quick glance as I turn around here. Let you see what we are looking at here. As we go up to the top camera, hello everybody. And with this, I would like to welcome all the folks that came out that spoke tonight. Yeah, JT, of course, he's hard to everybody say hi. Hey, guys. Hey, we're going to see you all tomorrow morning, starting at 10 o'clock. JT, you've done an amazing job being an MC tonight.
950.
950.
We'll be giving prizes away.
Get in here and wrap us up. Yes, tons of prizes.
950 will start tomorrow, so giveaways. As you can already see, we're throwing out big giveaways. This isn't just little onesies that are going out. These, by the way, thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm glad to help.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it. Thank you, Paul, for giving to us and allowing us to have good things. Guys, tomorrow, the education you're going to get, the training you're going to get is going to absolutely change your life, your business. The new people that plug into this are going to walk out of here. Big promotion announcements, some huge things tomorrow. You won't want to miss this because we're going to wrap it into a lot of things that you heard tonight. I want to thank all the speakers that were here tonight, that spoke tonight. Kevin Suber, such an amazing job of opening up. All of our speakers talking about our products. Brian, can't wait to see the NFL tomorrow. Thank you for your leadership. And Paul, Austin, Aaron, everybody, thank you so much for putting something so special together because it's about changing people's lives. The people that are here are working very hard for you to help you go build something very special for yourself and your family. So from Austin, Texas, we just want to say good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. We love you.
That's cute. Hey, thank you so much, guys, for watching out there, wherever you are. If you're watching this on the replay, you're just as welcome as everyone else who's watching this live to attend. If you're interested in this entire P3 Saturday Summit that they're doing, Dr. Ron will be going into a deep dive on the products at a scientific level. I believe Dr. Marlene Siegel will also be speaking tomorrow to train us on the pet product. So lots of really, really great training for everyone who is interested. Please definitely reach out and just know that just always a message away. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Hempress Tara, HEMPRESS Tara, TARA. Thank you guys so much, and we'll talk soon.